So we left off last week. Um, I hadn't really thought about where you had wandered off to, Balthazar.
They can just reappear. They just sort of
Yeah.
phase back into reality.
Yeah.
They never left. They were here the
Oh
whole.
no, I did. I sent the message about it. You were in the Emerald City, and you were talking to other Dragonborn about trade routes and stuff like that. So you were still off doing that. Uh, but yeah, okay. So we'll start with uh, uh, Ezio and Ratman. Um, Originally, you guys were going to be sent to Emerald City. We can still do that. Because we still haven't figured out where all the portals go to.
Yeah.
So there is someone in the Emerald City who knows how to track portals. In essence.
You say we went
So
through one portal, and that led to the den of a dominatrix who does not have a very good grasp of consent. That was not fun. It was not a good time.
I mean, like I said, she was only one level above you guys. It shouldn't have been that hard.
Well, you know, when you're shitty and bad at your job.
Yeah. So the that the your higher ups told you they do know for a fact. Did go to the Emerald City is the one that was tainted, but that is not the only one. And they have others that have been tested since this debacle. And they're still fully functional. So obviously you're going to take a rest, get healed. Like I had said, at the end of the battle, there are plenty of people who were around in the in Stone Skin's area who had healing things and could rest you up. And just we're just going to say that you're back to full health and you have all your spells again. Took a long rest, got healed up. Everything is hunky dory.
Yeah. Drank some milk.
Yes. And now it's up to you guys to figure out what the hell you want to do now.
I mean, like I said in the last session, we know that we need to we know that we need to get to the Emerald City. If we know that there are teleporters that won't, kill us, then we should do that.
We're gonna have a long ass ride to the Emerald City now.
Yep.
So you want to go to one of the other portals and then head to the Emerald City?
Yeah, I mean, I see no reason not to.
Okay.
Watch us go back to the damn same location.
Yeah. You lied to us as we get repeatedly punched in the face by drow women.
No.
This isn't what I wanted.
But it's what you needed.
So, how was your first experience in their love life?
I've determined I do not care for women.
Whoa! I see.
Okay, so yeah, you get to one of the portals, you go through it, and you arrive in essence, best frame of reference, the Ministry of Magic room where everyone was just teleporting in through all the fireplaces and just apparating in like the lobby. It's kind of like that, but on a smaller scale. There are probably, I don't know, about 10 portals in total. And it's an oval room. Not, it's more circle than oval, but it's definitely longer in one direction than it is the other. And there is one dude sitting in a semicircular desk in the center of the room, in essence, keeping tabs of everyone who's coming and going.
There.
He notices you two pop in, and he just kind of cocks his head to the side. And he's a tiefling, and he says, "I don't recognize you two. Who are you, and where did you come from?"
My name is Dumbledore. Dumble Daddy is
No.
what they used to call me.
I punch you in the face.
Ugh, come on, man.
See, now I do have a question, which is, have I been informed that I need to be disguised? Because thinking
Yeah.
about it logically, I don't
I
know
mean-
if it would occur to my character.
Yes and no. You do need to be disguised, but in essence, only when in the general population. Where
see.
you are heading now, you would have been informed that these are people who would have been informed enough to know that if you were spotted, that you weren't necessarily a threat, but they're still going to watch you, but they're not going to interfere with you. But if you do something sketchy, they will notice because they are watching you.
I begin making a doodle of the guard and then hand it to him and say, "Is this sketchy?" He stabs me. I assume. I assume he just stabs me in the chest.
Is that what you really do?
No.
I want to look around and see if there's any of those symbols around anywhere. I don't have them.
No.
Okay. Just gotta make sure.
No swastikas here.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Unfortunately, you are correct.
This is America, after all.
Is it? I didn't realize that this was an alt America sort of science fiction thing.
Nine.
No, just a swastika bit.
Okay. But yeah, no, I just sort of look for, is there a big sign over one of the portals that says, like, "This way to Emerald City"?
I mean, we do have a
You are in
ball.
the Emerald City now.
Huh?
You are in the Emerald City.
Oh, we're already in the Emerald City. All right.
Yeah, I said you went through the portal and you came out into this room.
I'm stupid. I probably zoned out.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I thought I was listening, but maybe I wasn't. Yeah, okay. Do we know where Dragon Boy would be, roughly?
No, you technically you don't even know that he is here, but
Got
you
it.
do know that you were sent to talk to a specific person. We'll call her Elena. Let me get my glasses and I can jot that down in my notes just to make sure I remember.
You know, I think we can use that ball that you have in your bag to lead us the way.
Yeah, I mean you have general directions of how to get to where she is anyway, so it doesn't really matter. She's in essence she's in the building that you are in right now.
Wow.
So you basically
Excellent.
just have to go. You have to go upstairs.
Where is she? I can't find her. She's standing like 2 feet to the left.
That one.
Yeah. Oh, she's right there. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll head in that direction. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take you long to find her little office. She is a elven woman, um, long blonde hair. Um, she looks like the typical Tolkien Legolas wood elf, you know, type of character. Long flowing blonde hair, crystal clear blue eyes, incredible skin. Just she doesn't even seem to be walking. She just seems to be floating from one end of the room to the other.
Ma'am, has anyone
And
ever informed you you look remarkably like Orlando Bloom?
he looks at you and goes, "Cullum." Um, yeah, yeah. The room is there are what appear to be uh, uh, um, uh, how do I want to say this? There are several pedal, yeah, portal pedestals across the room. No active portals on the pedestals. So there's like uh, a series of steps and like a little half arch or something of stone or wood or whatever it may be. And it very clearly has the look that there can be a portal there. There just is, um, or at least none that is visible. Um, there are 6 of them in the room. They're all, in essence, the shape of a single door. Um,
Mm.
so it's a one person at a time type of deal. Um, and she's got a book in one hand and she's just kind of reading as she seems to hover from side to side of the room, picking up some object from this place and bringing it over to this place, and just move it seems like she's just moving knickknacks from one place to another.
This seems terribly inefficient.
Does
Oh,
Alright.
hi.
been listening.
Hello.
Yeah, I
Hello.
I was going to say that you showed up in a minute, but you know what, let's just say that you were in the room with her,
Just
and you were
standing
just
there.
kind of, well, you're sitting in a corner reading a book.
I run
Okay,
over to him.
sounds like me.
Balthazar! Balthazar! I
Yeah,
start moving you around and shit.
Yeah.
We
you
almost
you were
died!
you were sent
Are
up
you
there
okay?
in anticipation of waiting for these two to show up because you told that they will be here soon. So you have been sitting here waiting for them.
I'm not
Okay.
okay. My mother almost killed me.
I say,
I
oh
was also
God.
there.
Oh my
I was
god.
also present for this.
Oh God.
Oh yes, he did save me, got me out of there in time. I did absolutely jack shit.
He was incredibly helpful.
Yes, I threw a fireball on everything.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the horrors.
The
So
horrors.
Alana's just kind of watching you and listening to you, and She has this little half smirk on her face.
Hello.
Sorry, my apologies.
She looks at you and
I bow
she
you.
replies, "Hello."
I don't say anything else. I
I,
just say,
I go up to the front desk and I pull out my cat and I act like the cat is talking and goes like, "Hello, I am Mr. Kitties, and we need your help on discovering where these portals leads. Would you mind coming with us?" And I just keep moving his hands around, acting like the cat's talking.
I was told that you were special.
Bella's are giggling.
Well, we don't have to go anywhere. I can take care of what you need from here. Technically,
I see.
um, that is kind of my jam. Um, and she can, as she's talking, she's continuing going from one part of the room to another part of the room, moving what seem to be knickknacks. Now you notice that they're crystals and stones and little pieces of incense and like like a little twig of spruce. Just little things that, um, as you both know from your magical, or actually all three, Balthazar, you're a fighter, so you wouldn't necessarily know, but you've been around enough magic users to know that they all seem like some form of spell component. Um, and she moves them around, and she stops in front of one of the portals, and she just kind of waves your hand, and the portal in front of you changes, not changes, but it becomes um, a um, a different. Well, it becomes a portal, and it becomes the green portal, um, or a green portal, and it has a very similar look to the green portal that I sent in the group chat. Um, and she continues to wave her hands, and she just keeps getting a confused look on her face. Um,
not
and
reassuring.
and she takes out a little book and she just starts writing in it, and she just keeps going, hmm, hmm, that's weird, and she just keeps writing, and
Can I
um,
roll Arcana to see if I have any earthly idea what is going on here?
uh, sure.
Yay! Let me just roll the die and then tell you what number I got on the die. If I can find my stupid. Am I go? Where's my? Oh, sorry. I think my apps got moved around slightly on my phone because I
Can I
was
do
looking
this
where it
too?
normally was. If you, I mean, I don't know. I got a 15.
All right. Well, with your knowledge of magic, um, all you can really ascertain is that she, in essence, is casting some sort of location spell on the portal to determine where it opens up to.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all you're able to ascertain. Is, like I said, that it is some sort of location spell. Yeah. Other than that, that's all you really got.
It leads to Hoboken.
Then after a while of jotting down notes, she goes to the portal and she grabs a few things from the table that was next to the portal that she just opened, and she takes a few things off of the table and goes back and puts them back where she had gotten them, grabbing a few more things and going over to another portal and placing a few more items on the table next to that portal, and waves her hand again. And this time the portal turns on, and it appears to be the brown one that I had sent you in chat. And she continues to do the same kind of spell. And then she instantly goes, "Oh, okay. Yeah." And she after she does that, I mean, it takes her like an instant, where the other portal she kind of pondered on for a little while. This one she was just kind of like, "Oh, all right, okay," and just moved on. And she goes over and she takes some things off of the shelf and puts them back on the original table, and grabs some more stuff and goes over to another portal and basically repeats the process. And the blue portal opens up, and she just kind of cocks her head,
Yeah.
and
Is
she
something
just
wrong?
kind of stares, and she's like, "I didn't, what?
It's
Okay,
blue.
all right, yeah, okay." uh she she and this one doesn't take for long at all either. um and then she goes off and she repeats the process of removing a few things. And yeah, I did not specify this, and I'm sorry for that. So we're gonna just say it. When she removes the few things off of the table next to the portal shuts down.
Okay.
So there's only one portal opened at a time. And she goes over and she repeats the process, putting a few things back, grabbing a few more things, and going over to the other portal, which would be the purple portal. Say that 3 times fast.
Purple portal leader.
And she opens that one up, and she just gets she just smiled. And she nods, and she's writing in her book. And then she closes it down, grabbing a few things off of the shelf and returning them to the main table, grabbing a few more things, coming over, repeating the process with the last portal there, and it opens up, and it looks like something sucker punched her,
Oh no.
Oh shit.
and she just kind of she just leaps backwards, and the color just seems to drain out of her face, and she just like hurls herself at the table onto which that she had just laid out all of the things on top of, and using her arms she just knocks them all off the table, and she just turns around and looks at the 3 of you and goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm confused.
I go
I'm
stealth.
generally
I hide behind something, anything I can find.
Well, the portal is now closed, so
Okay.
there are no active portals open in the room anymore. Um, but she just looks at you all, and she's just like, "What have you guys gotten into? That's
I wish
what was." She goes, "And what the hell was Stone Skin doing?"
I could tell you. I've been alive for, I look at my wrist on which there is no watch, say 13 hours.
Um, she says that the brown portal, she goes, the green portal, sorry, um, seems to be a portal to the home of your and she just kind of holds her hands up so they're like level with her shoulders,
Hmm.
and she kind of shrugs and she goes, "Home to your dog friend?" Um, I'm not sure how or where this portal came from. I didn't know this place existed. Um, but yeah, somehow we seem to have found somewhere new, and that's what that is.
So we're gonna colonize her, correct?
No.
Bring a flag. Bring a flag. um, and the brown one seems to be. Are you familiar with the Feywild?
Absolutely.
I I experience someone else's war flashbacks. And then I go, kind of.
Um, it is. How to explain? It is.
A place of horrors that look
A
like
land of the dead.
friends.
Well, it is the Feywild, but it's kind of like. This is very hard to try to explain to someone who does study this kind of thing. Um, it's it's defiled, but it's not.
It's the
You
what?
are aware of that there are layers in hell. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
um,
watched Aspen Hotel, yes.
there are also layers in as well.
Mm.
And this is not the main layer of the Feywild. This is mm, this is a meaner um, level of the Feywild.
I
Um,
see.
Much more
it
dangerous.
looks the same, pretty much. I mean, as much as the Feywild can look the same to anyone. Um, but it's just not as fun. um,
There's
so there's that. I she was and she just kind of she kind of like looks lost in thought again, and she just kind of looks up at the sky, and she goes, "What the hell was this woman doing?" And then she
that thing.
pulls her attention. She pulls her attention back to you, um, three. She goes, and the blue portal, um, the blue portal is the nicest one, the happiest one, the more fun one. Um, that one will simply take you to any of the major cities that you want to go to. Literally, it is basically you think about the major city that you want to go to when you step into the portal, and that's where it brings you. So I didn't even know that she had figured out how to do this. I know how to do this because that's my job. But this is not something that we this is not a and she just kind of cocks her head to the side and she goes, this is not a portal preference that we offer to people.
Mm.
This is kind of like special privileges
Mm.
portal.
So nobles, pretty much.
And only the most powerful and advanced of our organizations have access to this. And she is not one of them.
She minored in portal construction in college.
I must get this information.
The purple portal, and again, she looks at you guys and she goes, and this is just, I don't understand. I don't. Um, this one seems to lead to some place that I can't really get a read on. It seems to be, I don't know. I simply just don't know. I can't for the life of me figure out what I'm looking at. It makes zero sense. Um, so I'm gonna have to have people um, in my order help me try to figure the purple one out because it makes no sense. Um, and then the color kind of drains out of her face again, and she goes, and the red one, you, you know how I said
Bad?
that the levels of hell,
Yeah.
uh, that's level 5.
Well, at least it's not level 9.
That's that is
Honestly,
not a
level 9 would
happy
have been
place.
level 9 would have been more preferred.
And no,
Bowser says he likes the optimism.
What you mean, optimism?
He's
Yeah,
excited.
and again, she says, I really don't know what Stone Skin was up to, but if she's got a portal to the 5th layer of hell, whatever it was, is not good. This is not a place to visit.
not a location one goes to pick up some exotic fruit.
No.
Although they probably do have some pretty exotic fruit.
Is this like a one-way portal, or can things come from it?
This is a distressing question.
That's a good question.
When the portal is open, it is a 2-way portal. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it should not be open.
I send a message
Right.
instantly uh to Leah Saro saying close
Mhm.
the red portal. Demons.
Well, first and foremost, those portals have all been warded. So they have all been, in essence, blocked from this side. So nothing is coming through, and if it does, it's not going to be pleasant when it gets there. So,
I
and they're
still
all
send it.
guarded as well. Okay. I mean, this is information that you have already been given, but yeah, I mean, you send
Yeah.
the message. That's fine.
I think Rat is just kind of staring at the Like
I say we try to find out what's in the purple portal.
The purple one.
purple portal leaders.
But
Mhm.
I don't know. Since we can't really tell what the hell's in there, just going into the unknown, it could kill us instantly. She couldn't even describe it. Do you really want to go into something like that?
Yes.
You'll never know if you don't try.
Yeah, she
What else are we gonna
she
do?
hears you guys talking about this, and she's like, "No, no, no. I was told you guys were a little," and she uses the word again, special. Um, but I'm not allowing you to go in there. I will not open it from this end, and I will make sure to send them a message. Um, in Stone Skin's room to make sure that you do not enter that one until we figure out what it is.
There's a do not enter sign with crude drawings
In
of
essence,
witches on it.
yeah, exactly. The police yellow tape.
Yeah.
Um, so and
This sign can't
so
stop me. I can't read.
so Alana tells you that as soon as they figure out what is behind the purple portal, they will inform you. Um, but until they know what's on the other side, you're not going in because you just might bring something back. And seeing how we don't know where it is, um, you're definitely not going in there. Um, she tells you that your best bet at this point in time would be to um, just, in essence, go into the city and fuck around for a little while,
Yeah.
until they can figure out what's going on. They're going to need some time to um, figure out what, if they can figure out what Stone Skin was up to in any way, figure out where the purple portal opens up to, um, and also figure out why, and exactly where the other portals open up to see if there's any relevance to them. Um, and they will have to cast spells to further investigate um, all of these, and it's going to take some time. So you guys can basically go off and find a side quest. So yeah, just what do you want to do? You're in the Emerald City. It is the capital city. It is a huge, ginormous place. I believe it is in the places map.
Cities is the top one. First one is cities. It's also a home of the shepherds, and Balazar says he's gonna go there and ask for any job.
Okay, y'all can do that. Do you guys want to go with him?
He
I
offers you guys
suppose.
to come with. He says he's gonna go make us. He's gonna go make some grub money.
I would like to stop at an alchemy shop on the way. I've burned through most of the supplies I looted off that old man's corpse.
Okay,
He says
It-
sounds
it-
good.
relatively easy to find. Um, I haven't worked out exact location, so I'm not going to worry about that right now for the Emerald City. Um, but yeah, you easily find an alchemy shop. You easily find what you were looking for. Um, I'll figure out an amount to deduct from your cash.
Well, I was
But we're
doing this
not
partially with intent.
okay.
Rat scrambles inside and sort of runs around for a while before exiting the shop with a beautiful white flower, potted flower.
Salazar goes to sniff it.
As you do, as you are like about to essentially stick your face in it, I say, "This is the oleander. It's one of the most poisonous plants."
What the fuck?
I drop to the ground. Could have killed me.
And how can you get poisoned by this? By eating it, or can you just or is it just smell that poison?
Eating it.
Ah, okay, then you're fine. I sniff it. Ah,
Guys.
But yeah, as I sort of pluck, as they sort of admire this beautiful plant, I kill it indiscriminately and just take its petals. Like cut the
Okay.
stem, crush the petals, and as I do, I'm kind of like staring into it, and I go, "Hmm." You asked me if I had a name. I look at Ezio.
mm-hmm.
How is Oleander?
What?
Oleander.
Oleander. That's a beautiful name. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good ass name.
See,
I take.
I came up with that name a while ago, and it didn't make sense for him to just spontaneously decide on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
okay,
take out the bag of scolding and I just open it up and go like, "Are you gonna put anything in there? You know that like that petal that you just dropped or anything?"
I don't think it eats, so I don't think we can poison.
Exactly, but like, why would you want to poison a normal bag that does nothing except hold stuff? You know?
It's not a normal bag. It's an asshole who's
What? How can a
repeatedly
bag be an asshole? It's just a bag.
repeatedly bullied us.
What you? How does a bag bully us? It can't even say anything.
Is the bag of
Bag of
scolding
scolding.
Yeah,
just
it's a
being
bag of scolding.
silent
It's a
this
bag of
entire
scolding.
time?
As I said in
Yeah,
the
the bag
chat,
of
I
scolding
cannot
isn't
hear
saying
it.
anything.
It's not dignifying this with a response.
I personally like literally I cannot hear the bag at all. So if it's talking or anything towards y'all, my character can literally not hear it.
Why? Why can you not hear it? Did you cast some sort of spell on yourself?
No, I've been having this item this whole entire time, so I cannot hear it if it tried to talk to me at all.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's saying anything, so this is just sort of a weird energy you've created.
So I just like, so anything in the bag? No, yes, no.
I put in a half-eaten hot dog and then I walk away.
I put the bag away. I was like, what's his steal? I say that too, Bulbasaur.
I don't know. Maybe he's having a bad day.
Mm.
Maybe I just don't like the bag because it's a dick.
It doesn't say anything.
You, evidently.
Well, all right. Let's go get some money, I guess. Bulbasaur, you said
Yeah, like
you know a place that can get us money, right?
yeah. We're gonna go to the shepherd's leader.
How much money do they have?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna get all of it.
A
Oh God.
whole $17.
Oh my lord, on his name, get every money.
Close your eyes, boy. It's a love.
Who have slain the dragon and saved the princess. Here's
I will
our
just
entire
steal his
kingdom's
money all right
fortune.
under him. I'm not doing anything he asks.
Our entire kingdom's fortune, $3.99.
Yeah,
I'll
it
have,
doesn't take you long to get to the shepherd's headquarters. And in essence, what the building looks like is your typical, like, kind of like a typical guild hall. It's in essence set up like a bar, um, except for there is a desk, um, sitting where, off to the side of the room, and there's a very well dressed, um, kind of heavy set, um, um, tiefling woman, not fat, just thick, um, very
Miss
well
Eve.
dressed. Um, her skin is kind of a purplish red. Um, her horns are relatively long, and they drape down, her back to about her shoulders. Um, and she's just kind of sitting there staring at, parchment strewn across the table, and she's just moving papers around and jotting notes down, um and this is obviously the person you need to go speak to, about acquiring a job. It is relatively obvious.
You
Okay.
require money.
Balazar steps up and says, I'm Balazar. I work under you in the Shepherds and am looking for any jobs you might have to help around.
She looks up from her paperwork and eyes you up and down. Now, Shino, you were working for the Magi, correct?
oh, easy. Uh,
Oh, Izio,
yes,
sorry.
yes,
I
yes,
keep doing that.
yes.
All right, so you were working for the Magi. Um, and Rat Boy has no affiliation really yet.
He's under my wing.
So she just kind of eyeballs you up and down, and she looks at your companions and she goes, "And who are they?"
I am
Um,
Oleander.
you're who?
Oh,
Ole-
by the way,
Oleander. Oleander.
FYI, Oleander,
Yep.
this is now the time for disguise.
Yeah, I'm wearing a plague man. I'm wearing a. I've been wearing a cloak this whole time, but I haven't kept the hood up. I'm now wearing the hood and a plague doctor mask, and I have tucked my tail into my pants.
Okay.
I send a message to Orlander and say, "What do you think about her? Huh? Do you think you could take her on in a fight? Wink, wink."
I
Message
stare
how?
at you. I
Uh,
assume the spell message.
yes, yes. I have a cantrip spell. It's called message.
I
Okay.
I just stare at him. I don't say anything. I just stare.
I just keep winking at you, going like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
I'm
she is
assuming.
staring at, and she is
Yeah,
staring at you.
yeah.
I say
Anyway,
they're just associates here to help me out. Just need a little extra cash for my way. Can you help me with that?
She points to Ezio and goes, "Who's the dickhead who won't tell me who he is?"
good point. She did ask all three of us.
I am Dumble Daddy.
I punch him in the face.
Ugh,
I said don't
God.
pay attention to him. He's not Dumble Daddy. Yeah.
He's Ezio, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a remedial case.
He's one of them special ones. You know what I mean?
You want to talk?
Because he's doing
stopped.
this for community service.
She stopped, and you can pretty much see the wheels turning in her head. And she goes, I think Gilly told me about you.
Oh, well, she's been told about you. We best leave before they alert the police.
And, and she just kind of doesn't break her stare at you, Ezio. She just kind of, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I was joking,
I
but
just keep
maybe we
looking
should.
side to side, like, what's going on? I know I look that good, but like, come on, ease up on the eyes, buddy.
And she
I
says, so
raise
you're,
my.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I raise my fist to his face and look her dead in the eyes and say, "I'll do it if you want me to."
She goes, I don't need you to.
Okay. I lower my.
Thank you. Thank you, but I don't need you to. Um, so you guys are looking for a job.
Yeah.
I have several available. Um, there are 3 relatively long distance jobs, and there are 2 relatively short distance jobs. The short distance jobs will take you about 4 to 5 days, depending on how fast you want to travel. The long distance jobs um, will take much more time. Probably 2 to 3 weeks, at least in one direction. Once you get there, however, you can teleport back, but we can't. As I'm sure I have told you, but I am going to reiterate. The teleporters work on a. They don't work on a mass scale, so teleporting product, um, en masse is not something that they can do. Um, in essence, there's a weight limit. Is the best way to put it. So they can only use the teleporter to teleport, you know, people. Um, they can't teleport, carts full of shit. Um,
I know it's
so
both
that
sorry and
is why
say.
the shepherd.
I know it's both sorry and say. Hey, I think she's calling you fat, buddy. You gonna take that?
We
Break
help
it down.
people. I'll say no, no, no. We help people get stuff from one town to another without the hassle of zombies.
Yep.
She's still eyeballing you, Ezio.
And I turn around and I talk to you guys and I say, I believe we should do one of the longer, further one quests because I'm more likely to get more money out of this and we'll waste more time waiting for them to find out what's in that other portal.
Yes, but if we do the ones that are closer to us, we can get more jobs done quicker and get even more money, probably more than what one of the long ones would give us.
Hmm.
What you think? Or
Do you think we will be quick and efficient? Is that what your assumption?
I think I would be extra quick and efficient in these short-term jobs.
Okay, what if
We'll
we
take the
finish
long
these?
one.
What? I see. I see. You want to spend more time with moi. I get it. I understand.
I say nothing. I like how I'm gone. Oleander has gone from being like fairly like, oh yeah, Ezio, my best friend, to I will strike you down.
That's what a best friend's supposed to do.
Just punching. I have become the. I don't know if anyone will get this reference. I've become the fucking Krogunk from the Pokemon show. I'm just constantly punching you in the sternum every time you do something stupid.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have abs of steel by the end of this.
It's a fair point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I personally think that the long job makes sense. It makes
So then
sense to me.
we can just then come back, and if it's not done, then we can do the short ones. Have a higher reward. But what if we do those 2 short ones and then we don't have time for a long one? We go out and they need it back right away.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they could just call us.
Yeah.
It's the long job. I feel like we should probably be asking that.
I mean, yeah, why not? Let's do some long jobs.
I mean, we can ask what it is first. Like,
Nah,
are
let's
we
just go
gonna
right in
be?
there. No, I'm joking.
We got 3 options.
Oh, did we have 3 options? I thought, Dad. I thought you said like a short job and a long job.
There were 2 long jobs,
Ah,
and I think I might have said something different, but at this point, there are 2 long jobs and 3 short jobs.
are the long jobs things that we could theoretically like do in one trip? Like, are they both in the same general direction? So we could, do one and then do the other and then come back.
Oh, knock off 2 at
The
one stop.
long jobs,
Or at the same time, yeah.
Yes.
The long job.
yes and no.
Yeah.
See, the problem is that the bigger the, in essence, caravan, the more people are going to be needed to guard the caravan. So the missions are set up so that, caravan A is going to need this many guards to guard it. Caravan B is going to need this many guards to guard it.
Okay. I mean,
So
yeah,
if you try to combine the two, it doesn't really work out that way.
Understood.
A plan, guys.
You're
Huddle in, huddle
you're
in.
not doing you're not doing like a Skyrim mission where you have to go to point A and pick up an object and bring it right back,
yeah.
or drop off an object and wherever, and where you can drop off like 3 objects in one place. This is we're talking a whole caravan. We're talking 3, maybe 4 carriages, 10 plus people per big job. The smaller jobs are probably like, a carriage, maybe 2, maybe 3 at the most, and like 5 people. So yeah, they've all been carefully broken down to do it that way. In essence, they're breaking it down to make more money.
Yeah.
Because it is a capitalist thing, and that they're all about protecting people, but they need to make money too.
Mm-hmm. Makes
I
sense.
slowly, I quietly tuck a communist flag into my bag and say, "We'll do it." So tell me, comrade.
He's a communist!
So I mean, yeah. Where are we going? What are we doing?
I mean, since the short jobs only need like a few people.
Okay, to clarify, the jobs that she told you about are the ones that you 3 would basically be qualified for. There are other jobs that she has. You just don't fit those rankings. You were either too powerful
or too dumb.
or too dumb.
How dare she? Let's do a long job.
Yeah, let's take out them zombies.
Let's do this. I got a perfect spell for them.
Mm-hmm.
I will finally not be useless.
I shrug.
I
So
chuckle.
you're gonna do one of the long jobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sounds
Okay.
like it.
The first long job that she tells you about, if you would like to pull up your world map,
Yep.
is going to uh, Port Torlemane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is in the little um, peninsula right above the name Acel, right next to the Jasper Ocean, right under the Silver Cliffs. It is right on basically the tip of the little peninsula, um,
Oh, that
and
one.
that is going to take you a while. I'll figure out the math. Each one of the hexagons is 6 miles, so it's going to be a while. Um,
We're gonna get ambushed while we're camping out, aren't we?
well, I mean, it's not going to be a you'll be there in a couple hours kind of thing, but you will be passing other places that you could stop and resupply and all that kind of fun stuff. So and you will have to. That is part of the whole, working out the whole caravan thing. You're traveling with enough food stocks to get you to a certain location, with extra, so it's not like you have exactly enough to get you to the next location. And if you take longer than that, you're going to starve to death. Um,
Always wanted to
but
starve to death. I never thought I'd have the chance.
but so there will be cities and towns that you will be passing, where you could very easily restock, and what you will be um, transporting is um, people and equipment. The equipment, for the most part, is military equipment, um, stuff to reinforce the garrison that is stationed there to protect the townsfolk, or the city folk. It's actually a city. It's not a town.
Mhm.
Just basic weapons, basic armor, um, other, miscellaneous, pieces of clothing, indicating that they are guards, um, so that they are easily noticeable. There are other supplies as well that you will be transporting, some of which you know what they are, some of which are not known to you. They're not keeping it a secret. They just didn't tell you. It's like it doesn't really matter what's in there. You don't really need to know. Your job is just to bring it from A to B.
Yeah.
But it's obviously, from your experience, if there is something nefarious in there, then they really don't care about it that much, because they're not really doing anything overtly to protect it. I mean, yes, they're hiring you guys, but it's not like, if it was something that was, you just get the feeling that there's nothing nefarious about this. It's just
Mhm.
a normal, everyday, fetching, or not fetch, but you know, deliver.
Yeah. Guys, I'm fairly confident there's nothing nefarious about this. I don't know why I say that, but I'm convinced.
Well,
That's a
But
red
again,
flag right
like I
there.
said, you're in the capital city, and this mission is in essence not going to go until you are ready to go. They will not leave until you show up and say, "Okay, we're ready. Let's go." So, is there anything else y'all would like to do before you wander off into the wilderness?
No, I guess not.
I think we should go try to stock up on some potions before we leave.
Yeah, I'm okay with potions, some food maybe.
Yep, this guy knows.
Yeah, I guess those are
I
easy.
think you're the one who should buy it too, since you know you got discounts. Oh wait, I got discount for potions. I'll buy the potions.
Say, I hope you weren't talking to me. I have no discounts. I'm like not considered a person by these people. I don't think.
No, not yet. At least.
You have a friend's discount.
Friends and family.
Let us go get on potions and food and rations and weapons and stuff before we did.
Okay, well, I mean, what exactly are you
I
purchasing?
I I head to a potion shop,
And
try
where
to
are you?
post.
I want cheese.
Of course, you want cheese.
Okay, again, there's in essence there's a market section of town, of the city actually. Um, Actually, there is a market section in every section of the city. Um, if you look at the map, it's broken up into districts in essence. Um,
District 9.
and then each walled off section has its own market district. Some of the market districts are bigger than others. Some are more specialized than others. Like there's one that is more of a magic based marketplace. There you can find anything in it. If you want to get your cheese, you can get your cheese there. Um, if you want to get a pet, you can get a pet there. If you want to get a blowjob, you can get a blowjob there. I mean, they have everything. But it is more magic based. There are many magic shops, potion shop, magical armor and weapons and all that kind of stuff. Scrolls and all that kind of stuff. Uh, then there is a section that is in a different part of the city that is a little more shady, um, where you can get the things that technically you're not supposed to buy or be able to purchase, or
Rare
in
cheeses though.
fact, or in fact that don't belong to the people who are selling them. Uh,
Mm,
um, and so anything that you were looking for, you can find in this city, and it's all relatively easy to find. Um, the stuff that technically doesn't belong to the people who are selling it, that is a little more difficult to find those people because they don't broadcast um, that they're selling things that technically don't belong to them. That would be silly. But yeah, so which area would you like to go to? Like I said, there's an area for everything specific. There is a market that primarily deals with food. There is one, as I said, that primarily deals in magic. There is one that primarily deals with weapons and so forth and so on.
so forth and so
Hmm.
on. So, I mean, I joked about wanting cheese.
But you're still
So
gonna get
like,
it now.
But again, like I said, you can get that anywhere. So
I want rare, possibly illegal cheese.
Illegal cheese.
cheese that has been outlawed for being too good.
Okay.
Jesus.
Maybe it's made from the milk of a outlawed cow. I don't know.
From an outlawed cow.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not necessarily worried about anything in particular. So if these two want to look for something, they can look for something. I'm pretty
Well,
much
I'm just waiting for someone to tell me what you're doing.
My character's content. He's in for the ride, but he's ready to go whenever.
you
Alright,
say. I
then
think Ezio said something
I
about
will
wanting
head into a
potions.
potion shop somewhere where there's healing potions.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
Again, not hard to find. How many potions do you want to buy?
just like 3.
What kind?
I don't
Yeah.
know what kind they are.
Healing?
I mean,
Hurting?
they're healing
Yeah,
potions. Do you
I
want
said healing.
greater healing potions, lesser healing potions,
Lesser healing.
medium healing potions,
Lesser
lesser
healing.
healing?
Yes, 3 of them.
Okay. I don't really know the cost of them off the top of my head. I think they're like
You can steal it from Quest Buy if you want. I leave that up to
yeah,
you.
yeah. I think they're like $50 to $100. I'll just jot down that you bought 3, and I'll figure out what the cost is later.
Okay.
It's like a mafia deal. They give them to you and say, you'll owe us.
Does anyone else want to get anything while they're in the shop?
No, I think I'm good. I think
Yeah.
I'm all set.
Okay.
I'm good too.
Then yeah,
Buy
you
a
can.
ham sandwich.
Well, you want to get your cheese.
Oh yeah, I get some cheese.
Yeah.
I get cheese and I
Again,
bite into a big
easy.
block of cheese.
Easy to find. You find a merchant that does in fact have blocks of cheese, um, of varying kinds. There are wheels of cheese. There are blocks of cheese. There are slices of cheese. There's cheese galore.
Hmm.
Is there a
You don't have enough
specific type
money,
of
I'll
cheese
lend
you
you
are
some.
looking for, sir?
I think
All
I
I'm
buy.
All that's running through my head right now is the Monty Python cheese skit, and I just want to fuck with you so bad.
I I think I buy just the biggest wheel of cheese I can, and then you all just see me like attempting to unhinge my jaw and swallow it whole like a cartoon character.
Got any stinky cheese?
What do you want
Okay, I mean,
sticky?
yeah.
And when I can't swallow it whole, I just sort of look sad. I was lied to.
It's okay, man. You'll be able to do it one day.
Balazar, he will start smelling the cheeses, and he's gonna try and find the most stinky one.
Oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long at all. You find I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will find the name of it. It begins with an H, and I just can't. I think it begins with an H.
I take out the
And I
bag of
just can't.
scolding.
But yeah, it's incredibly stinky. Yes, you find it.
Incredibly
It's
stinky.
and moist as well. It's
Oh
it's
no.
very
Not
soft.
moist.
Okay. Does
Yeah,
it come in a
it's
special
very
container?
soft. Oh yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll take that one.
Okay.
I'll take
No.
3
If you're gonna
servings.
take that with us, you're gonna have to put it in here so we can't smell it. And I'm just
I'll
holding out
keep-
the bag of
I'll-
scolding.
Put it in the
I'll put-
sentient bag.
I'll put 2 in there, and I'll keep 1 on me secretly. Or I'll
Disgusting.
sleight of hand if I have to.
Shit, I'll roll perception.
Just bullying this poor bag.
Take the cheese.
Okay, so that's it. You
That's
you
it.
guys got your keys and your potions, and you're all set.
All
Okay.
right. I rolled
You
perception
go
just in case you actually did do that.
to do what?
No, Balthazar said that he'll use sleight of hand to try to take one cheese for himself instead of putting it inside the bag.
Oh. Okay.
I can roll
Give
for
me
it.
a perception. Yeah.
I got 18 for
Roll against
perception.
his.
18.
Okay.
Oh God.
What would that have to
Um,
be?
What roll is
Balthazar,
cheese?
give me a sleight of hand roll.
yes, I'm trying to get it. Picking on sleight of hand.
Just so you don't think I'm lying, send it in the group chat.
You get a nat 20 or some shit.
I swear to God.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a d20. I said roll. My phone is slow. Ah.
You'll probably have to close it out and go back into it.
I got a 17.
I see that
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, he sees you stash it.
I opened the bag again. All of it.
No. I put my stinky cheese in the bag.
My
Put the bag away.
sneaky cheese.
Balazar looks sad.
All right, let us send forth.
Okay. You go and you find your people that you were transporting. And this is the fellow that you locate in the area where you were supposed to be going. Obviously, he has a little cart being pulled by a boar. And he has 7 of his friends with him, and they all have similar carts with similar animals dragging them. One is a miniature pony. The rest of them are boars, but there's one miniature pony, and they are all gnomes, and they have all their gear with them. The, the one who has the miniature pony, however, is not a gnome. He is in fact a dwarf. And his cart seems to be the one with all of the armor and the weapons and so forth and so on. The rest of them, you can see there's a lot of knickknacks, in essence, little tchotchkes. Nothing of major value, but there are definitely some like gemstones in some of the items that you can clearly see strapped to the carts. Um, all in all, I mean, they're a bunch of smaller gentlemen, but none of them seem to be incapable of taking care of themselves. But they have a lot of gear with them that they need help transporting.
Excellent.
And
Understandable.
how many did I say again?
7. And then the one
7.
guy.
Yep. and they give you their names. I haven't figured out all their names yet, so you just know this guy. He calls himself Sonny, and he is the main one.
Oh,
The hell is that noise?
The bees.
bees are coming. Sounds like a fan.
I don't know. It's the bees.
Um, yeah. So, um, you guys make your way out. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I'm just
No
drinking.
reason
I'm
not.
Okay.
just drinking with my flask. That's it. As I'm walking with them.
Okay, and like I said, it's give me like a minute or two. I just want to try to calculate how long this is going to take. Uh, Initially, you're going to have to take a little boat ride. Won't even. It'll just be a couple hours. It's not maybe like even an hour, but whatever.
I message. Uh, Orlando again.
Your
I'm
mom.
gonna say.
And you say, "Fuck
I wish I could.
you." What?
She just hears me from the echoes. I'm gonna
Or
message
you want?
you with the
Okay.
contract, and I'm gonna say, do you think we could steal any of these things that they're transporting?
I don't even let him finish before I say no.
Damn it.
You haven't even finished your statement before it's like, no,
but hear me out.
I did, and I said no.
No. I'm just sad, walking sad.
Walking his dad ass home because you got told no. Pretty much.
Okay. So traveling from Emerald City to um, to the city of the hell is that noise? To the city of Golden to Gold Arch is going to take you approximately 4 days, and that is your um, first stop. From there, it's going to take you. What's half of 15?
7.5.
7.5. From there it'll take you about 7.5 days to get to the port.
Competition over here.
So yeah, you have a good 4 days travel to get you to Golden Arch or Gold Arch. Um, you the first couple days uh, go without any major things going on. You do hear some things in the distance, but nothing um, nothing ever gets close enough to warrant um, any real concern. Um, on the on the second day, um, actually on the second night, um, as you were setting up your camp, um, I need you all to give me a perception check.
Oh, yes. Please be better now. I got two 18s. You are a bitch, man. What the hell? I got a 5.
See? My screen is still loading.
I'm just
I
over
got
here.
an 18.
I'm just so concentrated into what I'm doing right now. I'm just not looking around.
Just hit a perception check.
Yeah.
I got a 24.
Oh god.
Yeah, I got an 18, so I don't see as good as he does, but you know.
I see all things.
You see the
See,
gods in
I
the
know the
sky.
way.
he's a
Do you know the way?
Okay, what did you get at, Tio?
I got a 5.
Okay, you don't see shit.
Yeah, I
Um,
never do.
and the rest of you don't see anything, but you hear a very obvious gathering around your little encampment. Several of your charges have obviously noticed it too, and they all kind of have their hands on their weapons.
Yep.
Out of the 7, 4 of them now have their hands on their weapons, and they're just kind of sitting there talking with each other in their normal kind of chatter that they have with each other every night. But their eyes are darting around, looking in all different directions.
Hey guys, what's going
Balazar
on?
gets the hint, and he brings his hand up into the air, and he casts dancing lights, and 3 little balls come out of his hand, and they float upwards, and he wants to try to illuminate the area around us where anything could be to try and see it.
actually makes sense.
Yeah, that's good.
Not a bad idea.
I thought he was just gonna give them
Um,
better eyesight on us.
yeah, you see, and again, you see them, but you don't necessarily see them. They're hiding, but you do notice that there are several humanoid-ish, because you can't really make them out. They're kind of hiding behind trees and behind shrubs and all that kind of shit. You can see like a portion of a head or a portion of an arm or a foot, something. But you don't see any full bodies.
So
But
not
there
zombies.
are. They do not appear to be. Zombies don't necessarily hide. um, and you know that from experience. They don't normally seek cover and try to evade perception. They just kind of normally just kind of. But yeah, so you seem to be relatively surrounded.
Okay.
I have no
Um,
clue. I have no clue what's going on.
Balazar stands up tall and he shouts, and he'll say, "Come at us if you dare, but be warned, if you take or if you harm any of these small ones, I will crush you." Trying to intimidate anything that might come here or threaten us. But then he also wants to say, if you mean no harm, we are here to talk about it too. Because I don't know, maybe there's some farmers there that are stuck out here. Like, what the fuck?
Man, that's their
And help
problem.
you out.
Why the hell would they be? Shit.
I just stare in storage.
Anyone else want to do
Nope,
anything?
I'm
I
waiting.
suggest.
I'm waiting for whatever's coming.
I suggest we
Okay.
get to go that formation, guys. Do I have invisibility? Please tell me I still have it. Did I take it off? I think I still have it. Okay. I mean, since you put the light around everything, I really can't hide since everything's just illuminated. So, fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna be holding my daggers.
Balazar also unsheathes his rapier, and is like at the ready.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh God. For the love of God, please be good.
Oh my god. I got an 8. That was with advantage too.
Got a 14.
That's good. That's good. I got a 9. Hold on, let me write it right in the chat. Right in the chat.
I also have the skill. It's called Sentinel. So anytime if someone's near me and they get attacked, I can run and take the damage in their place or block it.
What the hell?
Okay.
As a
All
bonus
right. So
action.
I need everyone to tell me what you rolled again, just so I can write it all down.
14.
9.
8.
And 8 was Balthazar.
Correct.
And what did you roll, Ezio?
9.
Okay.
I just have my cat right there, just ready as well, just like looking around and everything, hypersensitive.
All right. So Michael, you are up first.
Ah,
What are you going to do?
what do I see?
I mean, like I said, yeah, you see several humanoid-ish figures hiding. I mean, you can make out enough to target them, but you can't really determine what they are. I mean, again, you know they are humanoid. They are probably about 20 feet away, and they're all covered in some way. Most of the cover that they have is not anything protection wise, just stealth protection. Bushes and shit like that. There are a few that are hiding behind trees. You can see like a shoulder protruding from behind from the side of a tree and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, they're hiding behind like bushes and shrubs and that kind of shit. And you don't really have a number of how many there are. You guesstimate that you probably see about 4 or 5. But again, it could be more.
Okay. I walk closer to the edge of the forest, directly facing this group, and I say, come on out. We won't hurt you. And as I do, I place a explosive glyph of warding in
Wow.
between myself and this group. And I am just going to wait, and if something was to, for example, charge out of the woods toward me and step on the glyph, that's when it will go off.
Okay.
But I'm trying to goad them.
I like your thinking. I like your thinking.
All right, and that would be okay. So we'll do this. It is the 4 guys who have seen Actually, no, they all get to go because we did the dancing lights and they know what's going on now. The No, they're not going to. The seven of the crew will be mean and call them the seven dwarves.
Yeah.
All kind of push all their carts into one area, and kind of surround them, and they just kind of stand there guarding their shit. And that would now bring us to Balthazar. What are you going to do?
I think Balazar, his main concern would be keeping the dwarves and their shit safe. So he's
Okay.
going to find the best place where he can see all of them and prepare himself for anything that comes out of the forest.
Okay. I mean, again, I wasn't very clear. You were in a relatively large clearing. It's probably about the clearing itself is probably about 20 feet in diameter, give or take, in some areas. And you have assembled a fire pit in the center. The seven dwarves have basically gathered all their shit into one little section of it and have surrounded their their shit. And the beings that you can see are in the woods, and they're probably about 5 to 10 feet into the woods, into the foliage. So again, so yeah, I mean, it's easy for you to kind of stand there and protect them. Okay, so that brings us to the fun guys.
Are they fun
And
guy?
no, they're not funguses. No.
That's the fun guy.
What the hell? My glasses are filthy and I can't see these fucking dice. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do this. We'll do it in. Here we go. Sorry, I'm figuring out how I want to delve out this damage. So Balthazar, you will be 1. Ezio, you will be 2. And Oleander, you will be 3. And these 7 dwarfs will be 4. Okay. So, now I got to roll to hit.
Is he using chain lightning?
No. But there are several attackers,
Oh, okay.
so I have to figure out who they're attacking. So, and you know,
I
seeing
thought that
how
was
there
all
are
one guy.
no, instead of I don't know how you do it or how you've done it or whatever, but when you roll for a group of enemies, I normally just roll once for the group of enemies, um, instead of trying to roll separately and keep them all, you know, separate in my head because that would just be way too much.
Yeah.
So they're all about to go, so I have to determine who they're going to be attacking because they can't all, attack one person because that would be instant kill.
Mhm.
So, so that's what I was doing. I was figuring out how many bad guys there were and who they were going to be focusing their attacks on. So
Now,
that's what I was doing. I was breaking down, Balthazar. I rolled a 1 die 4, and Balthazar, you're number 1. Um, and Ezio, you're number. What did I write? Number 2. Um, Michael, you're number 3, and the 7 dwarfs are number 4. So,
did they not
and then I
set off
determined
the glyph?
they haven't attacked yet.
Oh,
That's
I
just
thought you were
that,
really.
that
Yeah.
that's just who they are going to be attacking when they attack.
Okay.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Okay. So Balthazar does a 15 hit.
No.
Give me a second. I got to check. 17. Does a 17 hit?
No.
No. Okay.
So dead. Please roll.
I am the charismatic tank. More like a versatile tank. I'm sneaky. Ooh, I'm everything.
Man, in the first session, I remember I was a
Ezio.
tank. Yep,
Ezio does an 18 hit.
of course. It's still.
Okay. I figured it did. Actually, I knew it did. I'm looking right at it, but I have to ask. Okay.
Um,
So
I have something. Is he within 5 feet of me or no?
yeah. I mean, he's definitely within 5 feet.
Okay, I have protection. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. So, I'd like to do that.
Okay. Um. Obviously, you were wielding a shield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you would just have to roll the attack again, or
Oh, I
roll.
know.
Again.
I'm contemplating.
Okay. Sorry, not trying to backseat you.
Um. Okay. Um. Yeah. You. Um. hmm. Read the full thing to me.
That was the full thing. It's protection.
Uh,
It's a fighting style I get from being a fighter.
Huh?
When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield.
Okay. Uh. Yeah. All right. So you see several. You see 3 guys kind of pop their heads out, and they all have bows drawn, and they all take aim at Ezio, and you kind of jump in the way, and 3 arrows land on your shield.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
And that is your reaction. Um,
Yep. So you can only do that once per turn, basically, once per round.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need to ask that one. And I don't need to ask that one because I know. Um, so, uh, Michael, you get attacked twice. One of them misses, not horribly. There is an arrow sticking in the ground in between your little rat feet. By the way, what do your feet look like? Are they like humanoid type of feet, or do you kind of have like a little rat foot?
He's got he's secretive Nim. He's got
Okay,
he's a bipedal rat.
all right. Um, and that hit, so that is a 8. And you take 6 points of damage,
Howie.
and you now have an arrow sticking out of you. You can you can choose where the hell the arrow is sticking out of. Like,
Left butt cheek.
He got you in the ass.
Don't even know how that happens.
well, I mean, they are technically surrounding you. So
So you said the light. What were they?
they all appear to be human.
So they're just bandits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Humans. The world's most dangerous vermin.
I wouldn't say dangerous, more like
He did just shoot us.
not exactly, not dangerous. They all missed. I'd say more like
I gestured towards my ass.
that doesn't count.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the bandits scores a shot on one of the 7 dwarves. And
So
it's it's protruding, but he doesn't really seem to care.
Oh
Um,
no.
he's just kind of like, all right, whatever.
I
So now we go back to the top of the order. And Michael, it's on you again.
Wait, what?
really none of them bothered. None of them ran up towards me.
No, they all shot with bow and arrow.
Place side. Okay, fine.
Did we get skipped?
I
Did I
will.
get skipped?
Oh, I'm
Did
sorry.
You did get.
You did. They yeah. You're up. I'm sorry.
Are they?
They
Is
were
there
ahead
like
of you,
three?
and after all that math I had to do, I totally forgot about you. I'm sorry.
That's all right. The three that shot at me and got the shield. Are they like bunched up together?
Yeah, not really. I mean, they're all in the same direction, but they're all about 5 feet apart from each other.
Perfect. So I'm gonna use ice knife and I'm gonna aim at the one at the center of them, and I'm gonna use it at level 1.
Okay.
So first I gotta roll a d20. Attack.
Uh,
Yep.
I got a 16.
Okay. Yep. You hit.
All right. So if it hits, it's 1d10. Let me roll that one first. That's 8 piercing damage plus, and everybody else, including the one who got the 8 piercing damage, is also going to take 2 cold damage.
Okay. So the other two take 2 cold damage.
Yes. And the one who got the 10
Okay.
piercing damage as well also takes 2 cold damage as well.
Yep.
And I'll end my turn.
Say again.
That'll be all.
That'll be all.
Okay. I thought he said belly up, and I'm like, what? I was really confused for a second. All right. Now that brings us back to the top of the order, which would be Michael. What are you gonna do?
I look offended that none of them have approached me. 'Cause now my glyph is just kind of sitting here doing nothing. How far away would you say the people who shot me with the arrows are from? Like, how far away is the nearest group from my glyph?
Well, again, they're not really grouped up.
Okay, where's the nearest?
They have,
Like, where's the nearest that I can see?
probably about. It's kind of hard to tell with all the foliage and whatever, but he's somewhere in the 10 to 15 foot radius.
That is exactly how far I wanted him to be.
Okay.
So I am going to cast another spell. I create a lash of lightning energy that strikes it. Oh, I thought this worked on multiple targets. Never mind. I create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at a creature of my choice. From its heart, from a location. So from the center of my glyph. And is going to grab onto this person, and they need to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled into the glyph.
A what saving throw?
Strength.
Okay.
I'm assuming since they're archers, will not be its strong point.
Against what are they rolling?
That's a good point. I think they have to beat a 16.
Nope. He rolled a 15.
This is gonna hurt. So he takes 8. He takes 1d8 lightning damage from the lash. And then the glyph is gonna do a lot more than that.
Okay.
Pull back up. Which recording. He needs to make. I guess the glyph does have. Wait, no. Does the glyph have its own check? So technically, he has to make a dexterity saving throw for the glyph, but I would like to propose that he's already failed the saving throw for the lash. So I don't. I feel like he should at least take disadvantage on the saving throw for the rune.
Just roll your damage.
Okay, that's gonna be 5d8, or I guess 6d8 if I'm just including the lightning. Because I can make the glyph lightning, so I think this is just a big lightning thing. 6d6. That is 24 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you take him out.
There is a giant explosion.
Now,
You all
I,
just.
I am going to say this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to let you get away with it this time.
Mm-hmm.
But the next time, you are going to have to specify. According to our little back and forth conversation, you did not move away from your glyph.
I can set the glyph away from myself. I don't have to set it where I'm standing.
Yeah, but you didn't specify that.
That's fair. Okay.
So you're going to have to specify where you want this glyph, how far away from you want it. Because I was under the impression that you basically cast this glyph in front of you and were standing there waiting for someone to come out.
No. Well, I would have. I can be more clear, but for the record.
Well, that's why I'm letting you do it this time. I'm just letting you know for the future.
Yeah.
If you're going to keep doing this, then you have to be very specific about where you place this glyph and how you do this, because
Well,
this
I'm
is
badly
going
if I don't.
right. I mean, this is a powerful attack, so you have to be a little specific about using it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's one of the bandits is tucked in and is now dead as a doornail.
I like to imagine it essentially looked like someone getting like bug zapped.
Yeah,
Like here, and there's just a big flash of light, and then he's gone. He's just destroyed. That is my turn. Well, I have a bonus action. Can I do anything with my bonus action?
I don't know.
Give me one more second. Sorry. I just want to look into a thing because there is one thing I can do. I just want to see if it would be useful. I don't necessarily think so. That wouldn't do me any good. Nah, I'm good. Sorry. My turn concludes.
Okay. So that would bring us to the 7th dwarf.
The 47 dwarfs.
Okay. One of the gnomes pulls out a crossbow and takes a shot at one of the guys that was already hit by Ezio with the daggers, and the guy he hit definitely is incredibly not happy. He seems to be what's the word I'm looking for? Holding on for dear life. Would be a good way to describe it. And he's the only one who hit because these guys aren't fighters. So yeah, Balthazar, you are up.
Okay, Balazar.
Balazar.
He
Alright.
wants to try to protect the short people. He thinks they're kind of cute. So he
That feels inappropriate.
Yeah.
You know,
the dwarves.
Well,
No.
they're gnomes and one dwarf.
Yep. He has his rapier out. Mm, is there any close that pose any danger to the gnomes?
No one has approached. Everyone is using ranged weapons up to this point.
Okay. Since we're using
And I will give you this from your experiences, and from Oleander, from your vague memories, this is a relatively standard way for bandits to attack. They just kind of hide in the shadows and pelt with arrows, until the force is taken down enough that they can come in and finish off with hand-to-hand weapons.
okay.
So this is relatively standard attack.
I don't know if he's gonna go out. I feel like he's gonna protect. He's gonna try to stay close to the gnomes. So he's gonna bring out his longbow and he's gonna aim at the furthest one he can see, because we're bringing down the numbers.
Okay. Now you can see the one that Ezio and the gnome hit. The
Okay.
one who seems to be hanging on for dear life. We'll describe him this way. He has a hole in the side of his throat that he has his hand over, and you can see the blood oozing out from his fingers.
Okay.
Damn.
So he and he's on one knee. So, but you can clearly see him. He is a very visible target. There are others that you can see, that aren't as good of a target, but they have not taken any damage yet.
I have
Um,
sharpshooter, which makes it
okay.
so long range doesn't impose disadvantage on ranged weapon attacks, ignores half cover and 3/4 cover.
Okay. So, I mean, who do you want to attack? Do you want to attack the? There are two of them, that have taken damage. You know they have been hit. They do not appear to have taken any like major damage.
Okay.
But they have been hit. The other ones that you can see again, and you still don't have an accurate head count.
Okay.
So you still don't know. You only know of like 5 of them. You have seen. You do not know if there are more than that. But I mean, you do know there are more than that because of the amount of arrows that have been fired.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily know where they all are yet.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go to one that I can see that has not been hurt yet.
Okay.
Mhm.
So take your shot.
I got 24. Natural
Oh yeah,
20.
you definitely hit.
Okay, yeah. And with that, it's 2d8. Seven plus 8, 8, 15 damage.
Okay. Another one drops. So that is 2 down, 1 very unhappy. And is that it for you?
I think so, yeah. He brings
Okay.
his sword and readies himself.
Know who's next?
Would that be me?
Oscar.
All right. It's time to get into the action. Ah.
Actually, no, you're not up yet. It's the 7 happy little fellas. No, the bandits. The bandits are up next.
All right.
Sorry. Who's beeping?
I don't hear beeping.
The one who heard it dealt
Who?
it.
I know damn well I'm not beeping.
It wasn't me either. So I have no clue. Oh, I see.
Yes. Okay. Out of all the attacks, we have 2 hits. Actually, wait, no. Yeah. only 2 hit. And one of them is going to hit the dragon, and the other one is going to hit the squishy elf. Um, so let's see. Again, bow and arrow. Da, 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 da. On the Balazar, you take 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And Squishy Boy, you take 5 points of damage.
Thank God.
And
Not bad,
the
not bad.
and Oleander, you get a couple more arrows that land around you, but nothing hit. So you lucked out on that one. Which brings us to Ezio.
Alright, so I've had enough. I hate these range attacks going on. I will go up to the guy who is literally about to die and take out one of my daggers. Wait, before I do this. If me stabbing with a dagger, could I use that as a bonus action instead of an action? Or would that only
Say
be
that
able
again.
for using a dagger? Could that be used as a
Uh-huh.
bonus action, or is that only for rogues?
I believe that's only for rogues.
Fuck. that case, I'm gonna go up to him, to the guy who's about to die, because I'm tired of all these range attacks. Does he have any armor on him?
I mean, yeah.
He has armor. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Metal armor, right?
Uh-huh.
I
Well,
will
I mean,
put my
some of it. He's not like wearing like full plate armor, but he has some armor on him that is metal.
yeah. So I'm gonna try to put my hand. So this is gonna count as an attack, because I'm gonna be using shocking grasp, and
Okay.
I'm trying to put
How
my
do you
hand
want to
on.
do this?
So I put my hand on the metal part, and I just start electrifying him, trying to like just keep shocking him until blood starts coming out of every hole that can come out of him.
Oh
Okay.
God.
I've had
Yeah, I
enough.
mean, he's deader than dead. Don't even bother rolling damage. Don't even bother rolling an attack roll. He's dead.
Better
Do you
than
not want to end
disco.
up like him? I fought worse than this. Come at me if you dare.
Just raise my hand and say, I electrified one of your people to death. Also.
There's no response.
Can we attempt to roll intimidation? Or you just if it wouldn't work, it wouldn't work. That's
I mean, you can certainly try.
All right.
Which one of you feels that you were the most intimidating?
Me. I got a got a +2. Yes! I got a nat 20
Oh,
+2.
okay.
actually. Hold on. Can I just to like make this make slightly more sense, can I do something to assist him in that?
If you want to.
I throw him a potion, and you've message spelled me recently, right?
Yes.
Because I think we can have sort of conversations between I message you, drink it, and make yourself look real scary. It's a potion of alter self.
He's already used his action.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a bonus action.
Me
Drinking a
it?
potion is a bonus action?
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
I drink it.
yeah, you can. Yeah, alter self. You can make yourself look however you want.
So it's like
If
an
you
illusion, or is it just has to be
no,
exactly
it's a
some
real
type of
physical
creature?
thing that happens. Like if you were to, for example, give yourself big claws, you technically get a claw attack and shit like that. But I suggest just making yourself look real spooky.
Well,
Maybe demonic wings or some shit. I don't know.
so what I'm gonna look into, it's like the blue scales
Oh.
on my cheeks and all that start to get even more around my body, and then like you just see me kind of look even more like a dragon, but not like fully. I have like uh wings coming out of my back now, and I just look more like a dragon now, but still humanoid.
I say, brother, where have you been? It's been a long time.
I didn't know it was contagious.
I hail from the blue dragon's bloodline. Do you really want some of this?
Uh,
So yeah, I rolled a nat
Here,
20 +2.
I was gonna say I just gave him this so it would seem less ridiculous if they did immediately respond with mortal terror.
Yeah.
All right, you see what appears to be four of them start to run away. but you
Okay.
can clearly see that was not all of them.
Yeah.
There
Hey,
still
it's
appears
better
to
than
be
nothing.
at least two that have not beat Thief.
Smart choice. The other two will come shortly after. And with that, I will end my turn.
Okay, so that brings us back to the top of the list. Michael, what are you doing?
Oh, what fascinating question that is. I have no more level 3 spells, so it's a slight bummer. Checking back on what spells I do have. So we have how many more do we know?
Uh,
You're not sure if it's 2 or 3, but it's one of the two.
It's vortex warp. That sounds interesting. You magically twist space around another creature you can see within range.
I still can't believe I got a nat 20.
hmm. I have a dumb idea, Dad.
Okay.
I have a spell called Vortex, which is I magically twist space around another creature you see. They must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or be teleported to an unoccupied space of my choice within range.
Okay.
I want to just teleport one of them 90 feet in the air.
Holy shit.
He's gonna go splat.
Did it have a range?
That
I
is
thought
the
I heard
range.
you say it's 90 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say yes,
Mhm.
but I also don't want to say yes.
How much damage would that
Only,
even do?
only because that would be kind of OP.
Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. I couldn't. Okay. It does actually say at the bottom it must be on a surface or in a
Okay.
liquid.
Okay.
Okay, can I teleport him to the top? No, because these are archers, so they'll just start shooting at us from the tree. Okay, never mind.
Could
I
it
will
be on a
do.
leaf? Because that would probably count like a surface.
I think that's pushing it.
I mean, I will allow you to like teleport him into the tree to a specific branch, but it would have to be a branch that could technically support him, but he would still have to make a dex save on the teleportation because he would be going from standing on flat ground to standing on a round stick. But so I will allow you to do something along those lines, but yeah.
Don't do it.
Teleport him in.
Don't do it. Don't do
Sorry,
it.
I'm putting too much. I'm putting too much thought into this. I am just going to I'm just gonna use a standard old attack. I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew. Which I've done before. I shake up a bottle with green liquid and then just pop the cork in the direction of one of these fools. Can I possibly are any of them standing within 5 feet of each other, or is that too much of an ask?
Yeah, no, they're not. Like I said before, they're all scattered around, and now with the ones that ran away, they're all even more scattered than that.
All right, so one of them needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Against?
16.
Nope, he fails.
So he is going to take 2d4 acid damage. At the start of each of his turns. So he's not actually going to take that now. He will take it when he goes.
Okay. So is that it? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would bring us to
Me.
yes.
Hmm. My screen is loading. Ooh, aha. I'm going to aim at one of them that I can see, and I'll be doing right.
You'll be
What?
doing what?
I'll be casting Ray of
Hello?
Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Um, at any non-injured ones that I can see.
How does that work? What does Ray Frost do?
Phrases.
Yeah, but like, is it like a shot type of thing, or is it like something that falls from the sky type of thing? Because it's
In
Ray
essence, it's his,
Frost.
for him, it's his dragon breath,
Ah, okay.
right?
Oh
That's what it
yeah.
is.
Ray of Frost? No, it's a frigid blue beam of blue-white light streaks towards the creature within range. Makes a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. It takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of its next turn.
Yeah, but I
My
think what I'm saying is I think that's part of your dragonborn innate ability, and I think that was classified as your dragon breath.
see, mine would be
Breathe.
because I'm a fire dragon.
Okay.
Oh,
There.
Fine. Well, either way, yeah. I mean, go ahead, cast it.
Yep. Um.
spirit gun.
hmm, Attack. Get a +4. I got a 14 to hit.
Not bad.
14 to hit. Yep. Okay, you hit. And what's the damage?
I think it's 7. Because I
Automatic.
rolled a d8, got a 3, and then my spell attack bonus is a +4. Would that go to the damage or no?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, then I got 7.
Okay. Seven. Okay.
And this
Is that it?
yep.
Okay. Now we have the 7 merry little fellers. Ooh. Okay. God, these guys are lousy. Um, what only one of the 7 hit, and the one that hit got a nat 20.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do. Yeah, he takes a shot at one of them and drops him like a stone.
No, Jeffrey.
So now we have. That. Yes. And. Yes. FTO is going to be taking an attack, and it hits. And
What do I take?
hold on a second. And again, they shoot at you, Michael, and they drop an arrow at your feet. They haven't had any luck in hitting your ass. Ezio is starting to look like a fucking pincushion now. 6.
Theo should just get good.
Ezio, you take another 8 points of damage.
Not bad. I'm still good. I'm still good. Not too bad.
You got to stop being so squishy, though.
There's really nothing I can do about that.
Okay, that's the worst. Okay, Ezio, it's your turn.
All right. So how many are left that I can see right now?
There are 2 that you have been able to keep track of.
I'm gonna look at one of them and I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm gonna do an attack of shocking grasp again on any metal object that he has. Does he have any metal object?
I
Like
mean, yeah,
armor, like armor, like
I'm sure there's. Okay, now I'm gonna ask my fellow DM, my child, him approaching me in this fashion,
Mm-hmm.
would that give attack of opportunity?
No, attack of opportunity is only if someone
It's only
leaves.
when they go away.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
walking
what
up
I
to
thought.
somebody is fine.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
I got scared a
Yeah,
little
Okay.
bit
we can walk up to
there.
someone. He just can't. He just
Right.
can't walk away if they're still alive.
Again, I was pretty sure that's the way it worked, but yeah, go ahead.
Alright, and I got advantage because I'm aiming for his metal plates. So D20. His first roll is 3. Thank God I have fucking advantage. Not any better though. Fucking 8. So I got an 8
So
for the attack roll.
yeah, you don't hit.
Alright, I just got like, I may not have hit you once, but if you keep trying me, you'll end up like your friend there. I advise you to leave now.
Nothing.
Brings us back to top of the order. And that's Michael. What do you do?
We've got we've got the one Ezio just failed to intimidate. I know that
Shall
much.
we?
There are two. There are 2 that you know of. There might
One
be
is-
more you don't know.
One of the 2 that I know of is still covered in acid. Yes.
Well, yeah, he hasn't taken any damage yet because he hasn't gotten to his turn. But yeah, he
Yeah.
still has the acid on.
You know what I'm gonna do? Dad, you mentioned that the guy Ezio was just intimidating, had metal on him, right?
Yeah,
Is that
I mean they
armor
all
or
have. Yeah, I mean, they all have something. It's not the same on all of them. I
what
mean,
does
from the
this
looks of
one
them,
have?
um, he actually does have a breastplate, but that's all he's got. I mean, the rest of his armor is like ragtag, like leather, and it's not even like a leather suit. He's got like a leather, a strip of leather wrapped around his arm, kind of like a belt for a robe, but he has it wrapped around his arm.
I am going to perform the the classic D&D war cry of heat metal on his chest plate.
Oh,
Okay.
Which there is no save for this. Because he couldn't possibly take it off. Not in any reasonable way. If it were a weapon, he could try and throw it, but it's a chest plate. He's going to take 2d8 fire damage, and he's going to continue to do so every turn until he takes it off.
Okay.
You want me to roll that 2d8 or shall you?
Oh no, you go ahead.
All right.
damn it!
2d8.
That took away my advantage.
15.
Yeah, he's not doing nothing.
Oh,
He just kind of smokes and drops.
I was gonna say, does he scream or
No,
no?
he
He's just
doesn't even really have the opportunity to scream. He just his chest just starts to smoke and he just drops.
I
all
just
of
look
his
at you and give you a
organs.
thumbs up.
Oh, good lord!
And that brings us to Dragon Boy. What are you doing?
Yeah. Um. He's going to close his eyes and concentrate for a second, and he's going to cast sleep on every creature except for the dwarves and Ezio and the rat guy.
Okay, to the best of my knowledge, that only works on if you can see the people you're casting it on, correct?
Range 90 feet. The spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Creatures within 20
Would
feet
have
of
to.
choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Starting with the lowest current hit points. Each creature affected. It just says 90 feet from the point that it was casted.
Would have to know where they were.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay.
Because then you could just be in the other room and just pass.
Right. Oh yeah, go ahead.
5d8.
58. That's good. That's good right there.
21.
Yeah. The one that Oleander coated with acid just kind of slumps over, and you don't see anyone else,
Hold up.
nor do you hear anything else.
Does he take damage still because he has acid on him?
Well, I mean, not yet.
Oh god, here we go, guys. We can hurry.
Are you done?
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can't see anyone else?
Right. No, you don't see anyone else. Doesn't matter what you roll. You see no one.
Okay.
They've either died or fled.
Okay.
So is that it?
That is it.
Okay. How much acid damage does this guy take, Michael?
Hold on. I think it was 2d8, but I'll check. Let me just find that.
I think this is gonna wake him up.
That's a good point. He takes a delightful nap for 2.9 seconds and then wakes up screaming.
Ah!
Sounds like me
Plus
almost every day of the week.
But I'm asleep
Yep.
again.
2d4.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll roll it if you want. I have 2d4 right here in my hand.
There you go.
Okay.
6.
6.
Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
His face just kind of melts off, kind of like Indiana Jones and the Goblet of Fire.
He's had a bad day.
I start looting the bodies.
Is no hesitation. No hesitation. No waiting or anything. Just
Right. Well, at this point, I'm just going to say we're going to call it a night. Right at this point, because
Fair.
it is now 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And there is more stuff that is going to be happening, and I don't want to start that.
Fair.
So we'll just the main battle is over. So we'll call it a night there, and we'll pick it up next week at going to loot bodies.
All right.
Yay!
All right.
My favorite pastime.
Right. And I have to determine what kind of gear you find.
Also.
But yeah, okay. Good session. I will